Dr. Ajay Narayankar sir and Dr. Vidya Shetty ma'am. Please come on the stage. I request chairpersons to make this topic of respective speakers to open for question and answer session, which will be only roughly regarding all the doubts from the delegates, and it will be of 15 minutes.
Very important and informative session. Ajay, Vidya madam, and MMC and NMC is on the tongue of Dr. Shivkumar Utture. He has given, I think, each and every aspect of what the RMP should know. And
What's our chair? Breaking.
the professional indemnity, the medical ethics, and the death within 24 hours has been very well elaborated by our speakers. And now the questions and answered will be invited from from the house, and the RMPs are free to ask all the questions what they think about.
Sir, as you rightly said, Dr. Utture sir is very much active for so many years. Very good recommendations. Only one thing, what you said, that the patient, if they pronounce something good for the treating doctor, will be taken as a part of professional misconduct. Now in democracy, how it is possible, number one? And there may be true patient who are satisfied. Now 2 days before only one celebrity, right? So no need to discuss personally on that. How would that treating doctor have a control over his patient if he does without his permission or without his information, and then he would entangled itself if any complaint is done? Because nowadays, if you have good practice, if you have good hospitals, there are good number of enemies in social platform and so-called social reformers of the political team. So this, if you could guide us.
Sorry, but I think I didn't go into detail of that slide because by that time the bell was ringing there. So otherwise I would have explained to you what it was written over there, where you buy these good, whatever just given by the patients, it is by. That means on the platform like Practo, let me be very, very frank, that is the biggest platform which is causing a lot of problems. How will a patient know he has to go on Practo and put it?
If it is paid.
Yeah, paid. Only, right? If it, that word is also there mentioned over there. You cannot pay for the, whatever the patient say, that likes or dislikes of the patient.
Yes.
So that is there. So don't individual what patient writes
now
on
take an example of Google platform now, search engine of Google. Everyone has, they may give 1 star, 5 star, 3 star, 4 star. Again, if this complaint is made, these all patients were treated by XYZ doctor or hospital and they are all giving 5 star, then what is the control of their doctor on that?
No, see, it is like that. Do you pay for that? Google, I don't think you pay.
Yeah,
Google,
we don't pay. Yeah.
So it's, the word is there. If you pay for those likes and dislikes.
And secondly, one request, sir. As you have rightly said, if any RMP is punished, whatever he may have punished, warning and everything is not a issue for his practice. But when he is suspended for few days or few months, whatever his action. Now we have done a good thing of 60 days, but when the order is given from the MMC, please put this in this, ki you may be suspended for 30 days, but for next 60 days, you have a period
MMC writes that.
Yeah.
We
and
write over there.
During this period, your practice or your degree withholds.
No, we cannot do that. See, because
then I will give my example now. If I am doing service in government setup, now there is some professional misconduct allegation, any of the state medical council pronounce me as you are culprit of XYZ allegation, and say my degree is temporarily suspended for 15 days,
By
whatever
whom?
it is,
By whom?
by State Medical Council. We are talking of SMCs now. SMC is the first line. You can't go to directly NMC, even there are many High Court judgment for this also. Now in these 15 days, if you don't protect me and if you're one side saying कि 60 days is your appeal period, till then no action would be taken, my employer will remove me because my license is suspended. For that 15 days I am not a doctor. मी 12वी
No, your license is suspended after 60 days.
That is what I
It
am
is written,
requesting.
in MMC it is written, we always write. And
if
this
it
is the same
done,
thing
then
which
yes.
is picked up by the, see there are a lot of things that we did in Maharashtra because we had
No,
a
very good. We are just inquiring.
hello,
sir.
hello. So which has been taken over by the NMC. Many things of even how to register and everything NMC has taken from Maharashtra only. We have given them all the details. And that was possible because we had 9 members of IMA sitting
No,
over there for
I
you,
was
which made all these rules.
EMRB board, that president member secretary is forensic man only, is my good friend also. So, ये ज्यांनी हे बनवलं ना आता जे ॲम्बियन्स मध्ये आहे मेंबर सेक्रेटरी होते ना ते EMRB ला ते चंदीगडचा. So we had also, but it's a good thing we are doing. Malik,
Malik Rajasthan's आहे.
हाँ.
Now he is no more.
Now is that time he was there.
That time he was.
Because EMRB ला होते. तर I contributed a lot to him in this only. काय आहे ना विषय काय येतो की now for social you have done 11 guidelines, social platform. I request you, still it is in ambience and all to registered medical practitioner. We do have a right to suggest on the platform and we are not doing in a larger way. If you do in a large number, whosoever may be on that committee, they have to take cognizance of that. So this social platform, 11 amendments, very good amendments or suggestion or instruction, but still I feel there are more to be added because if you see down the lane for 5 to 10 years now, this would be prospectively applied once it is notified by or gazetted by the competent authority. This media concept would go on changing and changing. So if that is also taken into consideration, would be good. Thank you, sir.
Hello. Hello. Thank you, sirs. Thank you, ma'am, for the dedicated lectures. I have 2 queries to both of you, sirs. My first query is to you, sir.
Yes.
In most of the insurance papers, the exclusion clauses are equally or more important, I would say.
Yes.
Many a times they write there in terms of medical indemnity, if there's a criminal case against you, then we will not grant you insurance. That's
Yes.
very common.
Yes.
But negligence is both a tort and a crime. The patient can go anywhere. Now, if that is so, then how does it make a difference whether the patient, or rather the doctor, has that indemnity or not? Because negligence per se qualifies for everything. So only and only if you say that it is for compensation purposes, even then, if the patient approaches or files a case under a criminal act, the doctor loses his credibility to ask for compensation, to ask for insurance cover. So how does one look at that? And my question to you, sir, is in the annexure to the guideline, to the medical ethics and etiquettes of 2002, first one says that a doctor can accept gifts from a company, but the tune has to be to the ₹1,000. That is mentioned, if I may.
2002, yeah.
Yeah, which I think we still follow, don't we? 2002, since the NMCA guidelines have not yet come through. So this particular aspect of ₹1,000, which is mentioned there, and which is in print, and I have read through the professional guide, this prints of publication, professional public guides of NMC Act also. In that also it is not under the NMC Act, the 2002 medical ethics and etiquettes. So that is allowed?
Yeah, I know. As of 2002, you are allowed up to 1,000. Unfortunately, why it was put, I don't know. At 2002 was a very long time. And not only that, also after that, if you take up to 10,000, so much punishment. If you take up to 1 lakh, so much punishment.
So many things are there.
Yeah, I think that is wrong. If you are taking any bribe from it's a bribe from the pharma company, you should be punished. Even if it is 1 rupee or if it is 1 lakh rupees.
Yes, sir.
So 1,000 rupees म्हणजे तुम्हाला रोज काहीतरी 1,000चं गिफ्ट आणून देईल.
I accept what
Not
you say,
allowed.
sir, but that is what is in the print and that is what is in the...
That unfortunately is there in the old MCI Code of Ethics, but it's not there in this new NMC.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you.
स्टेटमध्ये EMS सर्व्हिसेस आहेत ॲम्ब्युलन्समध्ये काही स्टेट्समध्ये EMS सर्व्हिसेस आहे इमर्जन्सी मेडिकल सर्व्हिसेस where a technician receives the patients and asks the history and take ECG. So there are this is a pre-hospital thrombolysis is the they consult a MD doctor, give the ECG, and the thrombolysis is done before the hospitalization. So it is as good as telephonic consultation. So where we are thrombolizing the patient in the ambulance, it's there in the Telangana and Andhra Pradesh. So is it allowed by the NMC, this telephonic consultation?
Yeah, telephonic consultation is allowed because today you are allowed to do it after COVID. That is when telemedicine is allowed to be done. I am not aware if it is only technician. If I am not mistaken, in Maharashtra also it is allowed, but there are qualified doctors who are with these EMS. They are there sitting over there. They may not be MD or something like that, but they are qualified doctors. What they do is they relay whatever ECG they have taken to the consultants, and on that the consultancy, this is life saving. So on that the consultant gives his, but ultimately the responsibility will be, if anything happens with that thrombolysis, who will be answerable? That consultant who is giving. He will be answerable, not the person who is actually giving that drug, because he is taking his consultation. In Maharashtra also we have that. I'll have to see in Telangana if only technicians are doing it. I'm not aware.
Some certain drugs also which are given pre-hospital, like tenecteplase, in one push we can give it. So these drugs are being given by the technicians in the ambulance in association with the corporate hospital. They just call the hospital.
What the corporate hospitals do, let us not go into the details.
I think the
of
matter
that.
is very simple. You call for advice is given, follow telemedicine guidelines that are there. You should be able to defend whatever you do, and once it goes into litigation, have a proper lawyer to defend. The coming down to Sir's question, which was addressed to you, indemnity per se is a big field altogether. You as a consultant or as a general practitioner need to decide what policy you need to take. Everybody today is going to go into civil case, criminal case, bail, bond, everything is happening. So it's for us to spend time, as Sir has said, to go home and read your policy, read the fine prints. If needed, shift your policy now. It's better not too late. If it's a continuity policy for so many years, shift your policy to a particular agency which gives you these exclusions. IMA Maharashtra State is still working on the exclusion policy that is there. There are a lot of other exclusions with the other people who have tied up with a lot of other organizations are working on it. And that's about the way we need to go. Again, you will be able to defend your policy depending on how much time you spend once the case comes up for hearing and once that comes up for litigation in that particular forum that is there.
So I will answer the viewer question, sir. So first, let's understand what is the meaning of indemnity. Indemnity means to compensate for the loss. आपल्या गाडीचा 1 लाखाचा इन्शुरन्स आहे, डॅमेज झालं, 30,000चं नुकसान झालं, इन्शुरन्स कंपनी फक्त 30,000 रुपये देईल. हा फक्त मॉनिटरी कॉम्पेन्सेशन आहे. पेशंट कॅन फाईल व्हेरियस केसेस, लाईक पेशंट कॅन फाईल केस अगेन्स्ट डॉक्टर इन NMC. त्या ठिकाणी काही नाही. ही कॅन फाईल केस इन कंझ्युमर कोर्ट और सिविल केस और अ क्रिमिनल केस. What is punishment? In criminal case, what is expected? Doctor is punished, for example, for 2 years. इन्शुरन्सवाला माणूस तर आपल्याऐवजी जेलमध्ये जाऊन बसणार नाही. So it is very clear that it is not for the criminal case. Now, in the exclusion and inclusion criteria, the insurance company, indemnity insurance company, can pay for the advocate fees that is required to fight till the Supreme Court. Okay. हे सुद्धा त्या क्लॉजमध्ये आहे का हे बघायला पाहिजे. अदरवाईज देर आर फिक्स्ड रेट्स. फॉर एक्झाम्पल, इन डिस्ट्रिक्ट लेवल दे विल पे लाईक अ 20,000 फीस, they have decided for state like 50,000, for the Supreme Court level 70,000. आम्ही 75,000 देणार, तुम्ही कोणताही वकील लावा, ह्याच्यापेक्षा जास्त फीस लागली सुप्रीम कोर्टात आम्ही भरणार नाही, असेही क्लॉजेस आहेत. म्हणून you should read the policy document very carefully before signing. One. Now, Baki, what is the use of taking it? Then see, it is mainly the monetary compensation is awarded against the doctors. 1 कोटी 2 कोटी 20 कोटी अशी जर अमाऊंट टाकली, कुठून भरणार आहेत? डॉक्टर अख्ख्या प्रॅक्टिसमध्ये एवढे पैसे कमवत नाही. एका केसमध्ये तुम्ही जेवढं आत्तापर्यंत कमवलं आहे तेवढं गमवून बसता. टू कॉम्पेन्सेट दिस लॉस वी नीड इंडेमनिटी इन्शुरन्स. And about the exclusion criteria, what I said in my talk, that you should see what inclusion and exclusion criteria are, get customized policy. समजा तुम्हाला वाटतं की माझी केस सुप्रीम कोर्टापर्यंत फुलटू लढावी आणि जी काही फीस येईल ती सगळीच्या सगळी ह्या कंपनीनं दिली पाहिजे, तर तुम्ही इन्क्लुजन करा. काय होईल, प्रीमियम वाढेल, थोडाफार वाढू द्या ना, पण प्रीमियम वाढला म्हणून प्रीमियमच्या वाढण्यासाठी घाबरू नका. इन्क्लुजन क्रायटेरिया वाढवा, ते जास्त महत्त्वाचं आहे. जे पाहिजे सगळं घ्या. आपण हॉटेल बुक करतो, सगळे इथं डॉक्टर्स आहेत, ते म्हणतात फक्त ब्रेकफास्ट आहे, फक्त डिनर आहे, फक्त लंच आहे. कंपनीज पे करणार आहे, काय फरक पडतो? घेऊन टाका सगळं, लंच ब्रेकफास्ट डिनर. तुम्ही डिनर बाहेर केलं हरकत नाही, जाऊ द्यात पैसे, पण तुम्ही एकट्याने जर डिनर करायचं म्हणलं तिथं 8,000 रुपये त्या डिनरला लागतात 5 स्टार हॉटेलमध्ये, राईट? तर इन्क्लुजन क्रायटेरिया मॅक्झिमम ठेवा आणि एक्सक्लुजन काय काय आहे ते बघा, कारण रिजेक्शन आणि शेवटी आपल्याला पश्चाताप होतो तो एक्सक्लुजन क्रायटेरियावरच होत असतो. रिप्युटेड कंपनी जर तुम्ही इन्शुरन्स घेतलं तर तुम्हाला हा प्रॉब्लेम जास्त येणार नाही, बिकॉज दे मेंटेन देअर रिप्युटेशन, दे हॅव टू वर्क विथ 1,000 ऑफ पीपल. सो इट इज नेसेसरी टू वर्क ऑन द एक्सक्लुजन and inclusion criteria.
Hello.
Sir, I have one question regarding professional indemnity. We have an policy recommended by Indian Society of Anesthesiologists since last many years, that is provided by an intermediary, Cover You. Recently, I came across one policy supported by IMA, which is through an intermediary called Policy Era. So how should we decide? Should we go with those intermediaries or directly with the service providers, insurance service providers?
It is always better to have a policy with your professional association bodies. For example, IAP, IADVL, like these bodies. या बॉडीसोबत जर इन्शुरन्स आपण घेतला, यांनी रिकमेंड केला तर चांगलं राहील. त्याच्यामध्ये बरेच इन्क्लुजन एक्सक्लुजन क्रायटेरियाज मी आत्ता म्हणल्याप्रमाणे इन्वॉल्ड असतात आणि ते आपल्यासाठी जास्त चांगलं आहे. जर तुमचा स्वतःचा अभ्यास असेल किंवा कोणी जर मेडिको लिगल कन्सल्टंट तुम्हाला गाईड करत असेल प्रॉपरली, इफ यू आर सॅटिस्फाईड विथ द टर्म्स अँड कंडिशन्स गिवन इन दॅट पॉलिसी, देन यू कॅन ऑप्ट फॉर द इंडिव्हिज्युअल पॉलिसी ऑल्सो, लाईक पॉलिसी ऑर आय विल नॉट टेक नेम ऑफ एनी हेअर, बट you can go with that also. But it is better.
See, what happens, I'll tell you, when your association is doing it, may it be IMA, IAP or whatever, you have got brains like this man who have done deep study in insurance. You and I may not know all the difference between what is included, what is excluded, what will happen in future. But this study has been done and they negotiate with that insurance company that all these inclusions have to be there, all these exclusions have to be removed, which as an individual we may not be able to do that. So when they act for us, it is always better. Even and just now very important aspect, आपण काय बघतो इन्शुरन्समध्ये कोण आपल्याकडनं कमी पैसे घेतो त्यांच्याकडे देतो. प्लीज डू नॉट डू दॅट. यू कॅन डू दॅट इन द मोटर व्हेकल अँड एव्हरीथिंग, दॅट इज ओके, डिस्काउंट देतात हे देतात, पण ह्याच्यामध्ये यू हॅव टू रीड वॉट इज एक्सक्लुडेड, बिकॉज इवन इन मेडिक्लेम पॉलिसी यू नो, I have done a hernia and that poor patient was not given because he had diabetes. Now what has diabetes to do with hernia? There is no relation at all. But it seems because you have got diabetes, you are not given the claim for hernia. So this is how the insurance companies, act and behave. So go through your association even if you are paying a little bit more.
Hello, sir. So may I just inquire with you? You had mentioned in your slide that AOA and AOY, 1:1 and subsequently,
Yes.
and the implications of that.
Yes.
If the patient has got the avenues of the consumer forum, the NMC now, and the civil court for compensation purpose, is it necessary to have different insurances, or does one insurance cover all as a matter of policy? Because it's never mentioned in that as to in which court or in which redressal forum, if the case is filed, will they compensate you? So that is not mentioned.
Usually all the civil cases or civil claims, these are there. They are included in the professional indemnity
Yeah,
policy.
but will all three be covered in that?
Consumer Forum, Civil as well as NMC also.
So if a patient goes in all three simultaneously.
Yes, you have to
all
inform
three
to the
conduit
insurance
the-
company.
To that limit, yes.
To that-
See, even you have to understand the council has got the same powers as the civil
Yes,
court.
yes, I do.
So anything civil is covered, no criminal is covered, but civil definitely it will be covered.
Sir, we are just
Thank
going
you, sir.
around with that same thing. It is very simple. Professional indemnity has to be taken from some particular organization. You have to sit down at home, as sir has said, to find out what is there. If the court goes to case, it is very simple. It is going to go to MMC, it is going to go to NMC, it is going to everywhere. You're going to get legal notice, statutory notice, income tax notice. Every notice you are going to get in every possible forum, every police station, Kalabat, court, anywhere. So you should have an organization and your particular lab that they should cover up all this. That is the reason we need to read between the lines. And if as a responsible member of the association, if I feel this exclusion is not there, I should put it up to the particular organization and they will take it up with the insurance company and they're going to take it. We are too powerful in organizations where these people are not heard. Unfortunately, we do not spend time.
Yes.
We buy cars worth 20 lakhs, 50 lakh rupees. खुशी खुशी 1.5 लाख का प्रीमियम होता है, मैंने 1.5 लाख का गाड़ी का प्रीमियम भरा. बट व्हेन इट कम्स टू डॉक्टर्स, एक 12,000 का प्रीमियम फॉर दैट एरर ओमिशन पॉलिसी, वी आर थिंकिंग 10 टाइम्स. सो वी आर द कल्प्रिट वेयर वी डोंट डिसाइड हाउ मच मनी वी नीड टू टेक केयर ऑफ ourselves. It's not taking care of ourselves, to summarize, it take care of our family.
Yes.
When something is happening, our family is dead. इसलिए आदमी जो है बरकरार जाता है. He is interested in that. So the family wants that the husband should take care. So husband should start taking care of himself, securing himself and his family by having an adequate care of minimum 5 crores, as you mentioned.
I think
Thank you.
the time is over. This professional indemnity, medical ethics, and we have death within 24 hours are burning topics. And I know that all the RMPs must be having a lot of questions in their mind, but all these questions can be asked to the panelist within lunchtime. Therefore, I am very much thankful to Ajay, Utture sir and Vidya madam to have such a wonderful session. And I think we are very much thankful to you.
Thank you all respected chairpersons and speakers. Now I request all chairpersons to felicitate our speakers. Please be on the dais. Dr. Mehsekar sir, Dr. Sanjay Kadam sir, Dr. Lavekar sir. Respected speakers, please accept our token of love, respect and appreciation. Dr. Ajay Narayankar sir. I request Utture sir to felicitate Ajay Narayankar sir. Acha. Okay. Yes. I respect all chairpersons to come forward and felicitate speaker.
Dr. Lavekar sir, please felicitate Dr. Utture sir.
I respect Sanjay Kadam sir to felicitate Vidya Shetty ma'am. I request Dr. Mehsekar sir to felicitate Shivkumar Utture sir. Now I call respected Dean of Government Medical College, Dr. Sudhir Deshmukh sir, to felicitate the chairpersons. Dr. Sudhir Deshmukh sir, please felicitate our chairpersons. Dr. Mehsekar sir. Dr. Sanjay Kadam sir. And Dr. Lakshmikant Lavekar sir. Please accept our token of love, respect and appreciation, all chairpersons. I thank you once again, all chairpersons and speakers of this session. Thank you all once again. Now this concludes fourth session. Next will be inauguration ceremony, and for this I hand over the dais to the members of inauguration committee.